really good, but you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead, and it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Fires to the middle. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll leave it with him. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22. The Green Wave lining up facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out fast. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Smashes it between the uprights. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really depend on.
UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Using his feet to buy time. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. They'll move the tight end. Dropping back, it's McCown. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. And the Roadrunners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. Oh, they're after him. Finding open area. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. The Roadrunners are rolling down the field. Caught behind the line. It's Thomas. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
He'll do it himself. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Roadrunners pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
And the defense is doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Leaves it with the back. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Roadrunners back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Use the play fake, now to throw. They're working that left side. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
He's got it on the right. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. And the Roadrunners are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to pass. It's McCown. Into the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. And it's right down the boulevard. And that field goal is going to tie us up here in the first quarter. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Running back searching for a hole. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Touchdown, UTSA! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. To the air on first down. Trying to burn this defensive back. Pulls it in on the left. They get him down on the play, and this big-arm sophomore's not afraid to show off the gun. You get a play like that, and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. The Green Wave with plenty of options here on 2nd and short. Makes the catch. It's Reed. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
And the pass is incomplete, and that wraps up the first quarter. At the end of the quarter, guys, it's UTSA holding the edge. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. The Green Wave staring at a 4th down as we open play here in the second. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. There he goes. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's 4th down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down and distance like that, comes up with a huge first down.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. It's complete to the left. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They'll try to pound their way in. Touchdown, Green Wave! Great job by the back on the option. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. James Madison went scorched earth in a double-digit win that might have been worse had they not sat the starters there in that 4th quarter. Total destruction by the Dukes. A busy day in the Sun Belt Conference and an outcome that figures to shuffle the deck there as we send it back to you.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Oh, better look out! They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. They'll give it to him again. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Back to throw, it's McCown. Got his man in the middle. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo booster.
You've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. The Roadrunners are on the move. Might as well give it to him again. Oh, he's got some space. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling. And the Roadrunners want to crank the tempo. Give to the running back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
You want to stop the run game? Get the big defensive tackles in the middle, getting penetration. Those big boys eating up blocks, taking away gaps and holes for those running backs to run through.
Using his power and his sweet feet to get into the backfield quickly.
And you know you're athletic when you describe with power and sweet feet. I mean, just put those two things together and you're just pretty amazing.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. First play of the drive, wants to throw. That's caught. It's Preston. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Reed. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Got the first down. Looking for more. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. Direct snap. Slithers into space. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Green Wave. He got a step and just dusted the field.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
And I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Got his man. Plows through the defense. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Roadrunners will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. He's down at the 23-yard line. It's a first down, and they've got to show this urgency. Wants to throw on first down. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to...
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Tulane.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Back to pass, it's McCown. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in San Antonio, and we've had a lively first half. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the Alamo Dome.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Roadrunners will kick it off to start the second half. And here's the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. He'll start this drive going to the air. Showing the arm strength to the left. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. Backed up now, here's second and long. The give to the back. Got enough for the first. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Tulane to the line, facing 2nd and short. Gives it on the option. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. Finds his man. It's Reed. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Gotta like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near them...
Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Caught in the backfield, it's Turner. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Makes the grab. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead.
Touchdown, Green Wave! Excellent pass by the back on the option. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
What a day. His 3rd rushing touchdown. And when you got your college fantasy football team going, this guy is racking those points up for you. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
31, UTSA, 13.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. Finds his man in the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Dropping back, it's McCown. Pocket breaking down. And they fail to hook up on third down.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Tulane comes to the line, needing less than a yard. Turning it on! Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. So they picked up that last first down on the ground, now with a fresh set of downs. Softened them up with a run, and now to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Preston. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down. This Tulane offense has a great drive going. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And the pass falls incomplete, and we have played 3 quarters. We've reached the break, and it's Tulane on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So we open the final period with a third down play. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. He's already put 3 on the board earlier, this time a 38-yard try. Good, right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big CUSA matchup for you. Jacksonville State overcame a sloppy start and just put the finishing touches on a notable road win. And to pick yourself up and dust yourself off away from home, these Gamecocks gotta be thrilled. One game, I know, fellas, but it could be one to circle when we consider the big picture there in CUSA.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's McCown. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. There's the pressure. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
You know, it doesn't matter how talented you are as a quarterback, how accurate you are, how athletic you are. If you're on your back most of the day, it's going to be very hard to win the game. That's been the case for this guy here today. He's been under pressure. He hasn't been in rhythm. He's thrown an interception. This has just not gone his way.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Fires to the wideout. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. They want to run it left here.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They'll go right back to the run. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. The Green Wave trying to move the chains on third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Can't hang on to the ball. He had it right in his chest, and it'll be fourth down. It's fourth down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. Hard in the backfield. It's Reed. Looks as if that'll be enough for a Tulane first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gives it on the option. Got the first down and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Offense has a huge lead right now in the fourth quarter, and they're just going to run this football to try to ice the game. Being more dominant, being more physical at the point of attack.
Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Tulane comes to the line. Lots of work to do on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Hayes.
And the defense has to be kicking themselves for allowing a first down there. You're just maybe going to give them a few yards and let them set up for a field goal. Instead, you let them move the chains, and now they're knocking on your door, 1st and goal.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Trying to pound their way in.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out. Man, I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
Right down the boulevard. And now the lead is extended a little further. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse.
There he goes. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They'll immediately call timeout. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left. They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. It's McCown. fire. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Got his man all by himself. And they're in. One touchdown late in this game. Field shrinks. Tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. After this, it'll be a wrap. And this one is just about in the books. The defense can stop the clock one more time as the offense takes a knee. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible.